So we're going to see exactly how this Tesla Model Y Performance handles in this kind of snow. How much range does it use pushing this snow out of the way? How much range does it use having chains on the car? And luckily we're going downhill. Those factors in mind, let's get in the car and get it done. Let the adventure begin. This is Mammoth Lakes, California. This is where we are leaving, heading down back to Los Angeles. Absolutely beautiful. However, look how thick this is. I'm sure people back east, New York, Chicago, are saying, oh yeah, that's no big deal. To us LA folks, this is pretty thick snow. We are ready to go though. Beautiful sights. We just need to get down the mountain before we take off our chains. We put on chains last night. A couple of tips for you. Make sure that you bring a tarp or garbage bag, something to kneel on. We did these the day before, so we didn't have these conditions to put them in. Also, practice, practice, practice. Do it at home. Make sure you are ready to go and you know how to do this and it's in your head and you know exactly how to put your chains on. So those 2 tips as we head out of Mammoth Lakes. So today we've got blizzard in Mammoth, atmospheric river in Los Angeles. So it's going to be a different kind of road trip for sure. All right, taking a look, we are going to head down Mammoth Mountain down to Bishop. And so we have chains on. We are going to take off our chains probably around here because you can see the slow moving traffic right here. This is probably where the chain restriction is lifted, and we will be going to Bishop to supercharge. We have 82% state of charge because we charged yesterday when it was sunny and warm. We had plenty in reserve. We don't know what kind of resistance is involved when it comes to driving in the snow. We're new to this. We're from SoCal. So we are going to navigate to that Bishop, which is 39 miles and says we should only lose about 10% from here. Now, I don't know if the nav takes snow into consideration, but we'll find out, I guess. And because it's pretty thick, as you saw. So yeah, we're gonna get this done and head on our way. There we go. These are sounds I've never heard from before in a Tesla. We've got chains in the back. Looking for a groove to drive in here. All right, here we go. This is quite the experience. I am feeling and sensing things on the steering wheel I've never felt. This lane's a lot wide open. I don't know why that guy is spending all his time digging out. Any other Teslas?
Yeah, there's a Y right there.
Snow plow in the parking lot here at our hotel. Are we gonna get hit? No, he turned around. I wanted to get hit. Oh well. We're heading out of town. We've got our chains on. We are in a blizzard.
Now turn right onto Forest Trail.
There's some wind. We've got chains on. We're heading into an atmospheric river. This is going to be a crazy, crazy road trip, I think. So we'll see how this goes. So far, I can tell you the chains definitely feel grippier. Although I don't have a frame of reference of driving in this stuff without chains. We noticed the snow plows were out pretty early in the morning. Doing the local roads and stuff, so we don't know how the main 395 is going to be. I'm guessing it's definitely going to be plowed.
Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I asked and they said that Quick Maps is almost instantaneously updated. They said if there's no road closures on there, you're good to go. Based on this, I would be surprised. You can drive here.
So far, all-wheel drive and chains in the rear doing pretty well on this 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance. Like we're heading into clearer road right there. It does say chains required though. People that live in winter areas wondering why in the world would you put chains, just put winter tires on. You don't put winter tires on to visit the snow. Because once we get down the mountain here, it's going to be raining, and then we need actual tires. So that's the reason. Also in mountain areas, that's kind of why we need chains. Although Mammoth Mountain compared to, say, Big Bear Mountain, if you know both of them, Big Bear is pretty treacherous, winding all the way up the mountain. This is nice and leisurely and easy.
These people don't have chains on.
Yeah. There's a big old chains required. Dun dun dun. We'll see how it is. I mean, if it's clear like this for most of the way, we'll just pull over and take them off because our car can handle this. This isn't bad.
Right.
But if there's patches of heavy, we just don't know. Based on the sign we just had, they kind of want you to have chains. Yeah, see, now we got patches of this again, so.
I'm grinding the teeth here.
When the snow, where the snow line is. That's probably why they're allowing it at Tom's place.
All right, time to take the chains off. We got to the point where it's kind of slushy and not snowy, and the roads are getting clearer, and people are passing us like crazy, so time to take the chains off. All right, we got our chains off. We are back on the road. One was easy, one was not. So, got to be prepared with gloves and warmth and all that stuff. And like I said earlier, practice, because if you don't have any clue out
Now
here.
turn right onto South Landing Road. Now turn right to take the US 395 South ramp.
Makes it even harder. All right, back on the road, and we probably need to put chains back on. By the way, this Tesla Model Y Performance did not come with summer tires, in case you're wondering. It came with the all seasons, but still not winter tires, I get it. That's why we had chains on.
I think we're getting down to a rain level.
Yeah, the snow has definitely changed to wet snow or almost rain.
Yeah.
Welcome to the rain portion of our video, and I believe it's going to be rain for the most of the rest of the video as well. Model Y performed great while we were in Mammoth. Light snow without chains. The all-wheel drive was great. It was amazing. Didn't feel any sliding or issues or anything like that. Once we got the heavy snow, the chains definitely helped. Gave me more grip, more confidence, all that kind of stuff. So if you're heading up into the mountains, definitely get the chains, put them on, and be safer, I guess. Looks like someone's probably taking chains off here. Yep. So don't be afraid to take your Model Y to the places that you used to with your gas car. I mean, it handles well. We saw tons and tons of Teslas up in Mammoth as well, we noticed. Tons and tons of Rivians. And at the moment, at the time of this recording, there are no fast chargers up there for Rivians or other electric vehicles. So my guess is they're staying at condos or hotels with at least slow charging. But it was really nice to see other EVs out there as well. I think we saw a Volvo. So good stuff. Heading down the mountain, almost to Bishop. Rain for the most part, I think, for the rest of the trip.
Well, look, you can see right in front of us, there's no more snow.
Yep, no more snow. So Marcus had an observation. Of course, we are preconditioning. We've been preconditioning since the hotel. We have 64% on the battery. We are due to arrive at 63%, and we still have 16 miles to go. So can you tell this is a downhill trek? We are pulling into Bishop Rocking West Drive.
Now turn right.
And oh my, it's like in the middle of
Nowhere.
or the back of a parking lot. Now the nav did say that all the 3s are out and
now
1
you have
4.
arrived at your destination.
So these are pull-throughs, right?
Yep.
So let's pull into 5 here and see what happens. Wow, this is quite interesting. This is like Europe. So we'll pull through here. We're looking at, I think, one of the 5s. We're good, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's plug in and evaluate what we're doing here. Where am I? The all-new Bishop rocking West Drive. 24 stalls, V3. Gotta get the logo in the shot. There we go. All right, plugged in. Let's see what we're doing. Ramping up. Now we were at 62% state of charge. We started at 82%, so we did use 20% state of charge with chains on, driving in the snow. Even though it was downhill, we did gain some back there toward the end, driving without chains on the way back down the hill. So we're at 88 kilowatts. That's actually not too bad. The reason why we decided to charge here and not up in Mammoth is because it was cold. We had a high state of charge already, so it wouldn't have gained us much. And we kind of wanted to check out this new Supercharger location, as well as kind of evaluate the rest of the day from here. We were really focused on getting out of there, focused on the snow, focused on all that sort of stuff. So we figured, you know, this is only 40 miles away. We'll head to Bishop and we'll reevaluate the trip from here. So now I think from here we're gonna go to maybe Lone Pine. So we'll charge enough for that. Right now it says 20 minutes remaining, but that's to 85%. So can you call up a Lone Pine, please? Official navigator here.
It's still doing the...
That's fine.
Now turn left onto North.
Oh, it really wants us to leave. Okay, so we can make Lone Pine already and arrive with 40%. So that's not terrible, but we already got the credit. We're good here. The Supercharger credit, right? That's how that works. So now the question is, can we make it further than that? Can we make it to Mojave? I say no, based on weather. We've got rain in the forecast.
We've got so many choices.
Well, the middle one, right? That's the one we haven't been to.
The middle one is the one we haven't been to. So let me... And
It's probably going to send us to Lone Pine anyway.
so many choices.
I think you have to zoom. All right, let's see what it tells us. Whoa, really? It thinks we can make it. Well, I think we're going to be stopping in Lone Pine anyway, but... All right, well, you know what?
A long drive.
So that's very ambitious. That's a long drive. That's 173 miles. I know, I get it. This thing is rated at 303, but we've never seen that really. So we'll try, but we'll stay here for a little bit and see if we can add a little buffer. We know we're going to hit weather. We know we're going to hit wind, rain, and everything else. So our bailout will be Lone Pine. And we caught a rainbow here in Mojave. No, this is Bishop still. I got Mojave on the brain. We'd be almost home. So that's pretty cool. That's right where we came from. And we didn't see any pots of gold.
Did not.
That's literally the highway where we came from. That's annoying. I want to get rich off pots of gold. Anyway, if you're into the cabinet thing, here's the cabinets. If you really want detailed cabinet stuff, check out Out of Spec with Kyle. He's better at it than I am. But here's a little tour of the Bishop location. There's a Mammoth van right there. So this location is fairly new. Got a bunch of stalls out for some reason. I was told by my son that I parked wrong there, but I don't know. There's nobody here, so who cares? Lots of stalls, and then we've got two over here by the Lonesome. A lot of locations like that lately. We've been seeing a lot of locations with like separated two stalls for either van accessible or carpool or that sort of thing. So a lot of good choice. Now there's another Supercharger location in the same town, just a few blocks away, which is the one we had been using, but we wanted to check this one out too. Model 3 there, looks like from Bakersfield, doing their thing. So we're gonna stay a few minutes and head on out. All right, we are done. Didn't need to stay too long, just wanted to get the Supercharger credit added to our list. What number are we on?
133.
We have been to 133 separate locations worldwide. That includes Europe and Hawaii. Looks like our chains, yikes. Can't recommend those chains apparently. I'm gonna have to, well, you know what, most of it's buffing out. I'm gonna have to work on these wheels a little bit. I'll let you know. Okay, so we are headed to, well, we're probably gonna get a little bit of a charge at Mojave, but we don't need it if we don't have to. It says we can make it to Mojave, but I'm doubtful of that. I'm highly doubtful of that. So let's head on out.
Lone Pine. You said Mojave.
This is literally in the far reaches of the back corner of a parking lot, which is probably good.
It's a big install.
Yeah, it's huge.
Now turn left onto North
Oh
Barlow
no, that is a
Lane.
dual motor. They're just charging more than they probably need to. Yay, now we have heavy rain. We're getting it all. Heavy snow, winter storm warnings, rainbows, and heavy rain now. Car still thinks we're going to make it to Mojave. I don't believe it. But I think we're going to get lunch anyway in Lone Pine, so I'm going to plug in. We have arrived in Lone Pine. We're going to grab some food at McDonald's. Here's a tip for you. Make sure you order ahead using an app or whatever for wherever you're ordering food. That way it saves some time at the stop. So we're going to go to McDonald's, pick up some food, then the Supercharger's like the next parking lot up. So we'll eat our food while we're charging. So we're also optimizing our time that way.
It's so weird. It has not rained here.
Yeah. We
At
had
all.
blizzard and heavy rain, and now it's dry. Here is the McDonald's.
Oh, there's a puddle.
Oh yeah, there is a puddle. So it did rain at some point.
But it hasn't rained.
Those that know this trip or this area, there's McDonald's here. The Supercharger is literally like next parking lot up. One of the best views in all of Supercharger land.
Now turn right onto South Washington Street.
Yeah, we know we're not in the right place. All right, rolling up on Lone Pine. We have been here countless times. We opted to pick up our McDonald's this time, so we're just gonna do a quick splash and go. We need enough to get to Mojave. All of a sudden, miraculously, it says we can't make Mojave, negative 12%. We're gonna go all the way here on the end. So it's a good thing we stopped here. We were planning on stopping here anyway for some lunch. All right, let's plug in and get it going. Look at that view, so amazing. All right, here we are in 4D. Let's see how 4D does. Sorry for the wind. It is definitely windy. For those that haven't seen Lone Pine before, it used to be an 8-stall. It actually used to be located in that direction next to the museum. Then they moved 8 stalls over here, and then they have recently expanded. So big location between Los Angeles and now. All right, let's go take a look at the stats. Crazy windy. All right, cool. 133 kilowatts. Looking pretty good. That means it preconditioned well. Since Bishop, we're just going to sit here and charge, eat our lunch, and be on our way. Most likely to Mojave, but we'll see. All right, as expected, we were not going to make Mojave from Bishop. As it is, we charged here for a little bit, and we still have 21% estimated arrival, so we're going to go ahead and unplug. Nice. Say goodbye to Lone Pine. This is like our, what, 15th visit? We were showing all our plug-in, what is it? What's the app? PlugShare check-ins for Lone Pine. It's been like 15 times. So here we are on our way to Mojave. All right, heading out of Lone Pine. Got a 3, a Y, a 3, a Y, a Y, a Y waiting there, and I think an X just left. And we are in a Y. So in a month or two, we're gonna see everything else here, which is pretty different, scary, exciting, all of the above. are rolling into Mojave. No, not this Mojave that you're used to and that everybody's been to. Well, not everybody. But this other one over here that's in the middle of two other superchargers. And we have not been there. It seems like everybody else has tried this one too. It's kind of funny. So what number is this one on the list?
Now you have arrived at your destination.
134. I'm gonna go the back way here. Take this one over here.
Oh, they like chain fenced in the cabinet.
This is very strange. So this, like I said, there's, you can see over off in the distance the old Mojave, and then we went to the other Mojave near a burger place,
Which is only like.
which is just over here to the right. I'll show you. Actually, we could see the stalls.
No, that's two.
That's for this one? Okay.
There's two mystery ones over there somehow.
So here we are. Very strange, unique location. All right. Mojave in the middle. Let's call that one, this one, that one. Mojave in the middle.
With two random stalls.
With two random stalls. Go ahead and plug in. So there's the two random stalls over there. And just on the other side of the Thai cuisine place is another different supercharger. All right, I think we're only here like 10 minutes. Actually, 5 minutes. Went to 150 like immediately. 182. Yeah, it's had plenty of time to warm up. 187. So this will be a quick stop. We just got to get enough to get home. We don't need to stay too much longer. Yeah, so I'm never going to remember the name of this one. This is Mojave, California, 16870 CA-14. That's Highway 14, which is there. Oh no, we're on 14. I got it. So yeah, they're getting real creative with the names, I guess. Hey, we ramped up to 192. That's pretty cool. Added 25 miles in the very short time that we're here. And still figuring out where we're going. I'm gonna get out, stretch my legs, take a look at the supercharger here. So here we go, I'm on the end here. This is a 20 stall V3. That's the supercharger. And it's kind of like in this square with everything in the middle. And then there's two weird ones over there. I call them weird, they're out of the way. And cabinets are over here in the middle, but they have their own fancy staircase and everything. And then they kind of begin over here. All right, we got enough to continue on our journey. We've got 20% in reserve, way more than we need. But windy, rainy, just wanted to add a little buffer, so let's head home. Last stop of the day. All right, unplug. Good charging session from 1A. Thank you, 1A. All right. So we got 135 miles on the battery, 48%, due to arrive at 22%. Good job, Mojave long number CA-14.
What?
That's the name of it.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, they haven't gotten much creativity in the naming department when there's 3 in one parking lot. I remember the fond good old days when we used to go to that one.
And we had to wait.
And it was a 6 stall.
Now it's a...
And it was slow.
And there was a line.
Yep, we have waited there. So 3 in one parking lot, and then another one about a mile or 2 away from here.
Okay, so we have completed Mojave.
We have completed Mojave, yeah.
We've completed the route up to Mammoth, except in Yokern 2.
All right, let's run down the things we've seen today. We began the day in winter storm watch and about a foot of snow. I think it was about a foot. Ended up down in Bishop and we saw a rainbow, a little bit of rain. We had some wind, lots of wind. Actually, it's a little windy right now. And now, I wouldn't call this an atmospheric river, but it's raining. So we've kind of seen, you know, the gamut of weather today, like I promised at the beginning of the video. Did I miss anything? All right. Conclusion coming up. There you go, another awesome road trip in the books here on Tesla Tips and Trips. Thank you so much for taking the time and watching our videos and getting some tips along the way. I hope this helps you in your Tesla lifestyle and your Tesla ownership. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell anytime you want to see something new. Before we go, let's take a look at the final stats. Going from Mammoth Lakes, California, in a winter storm, blizzard effects, like a foot of snow, chains on the car, and then we hit rain and wind and all kinds of other rainbows. Let's take a look at those stats, and then we're out. All right, so there you go. There are our stats. Mammoth, LA reset is there. I guess they all say reset. So Mammoth to LA, 276 miles total, 95 kilowatt hours total energy used, and 343 watt hours per mile. Let's take a look at since delivery. So this car roughly runs around the 282 mark. 343 is not bad. I don't know what all these trips are. Current drive. Okay, well, that was since the last Supercharger in Mojave. So we're in the twos normally. We're at 343 because of the extreme cold. We had to warm up the battery and the use of chains. That's my guess. I think it's a pretty good guess. And there you go. Final stats for our trip, and we'll catch you in the next video.